Are you thinking about moving to Norman in the near future? Well, here I want to share with you 5 things that make Norman one of the best places to raise your family. And stick around until the end of this video to hear a fun fact about this great city. Now, the number one reason, in no particular order, is that Norman is a pretty affordable place to raise a family with a relatively low cost of living compared to many other cities in the U.S. My husband and I have chosen to raise our 4 kids here, partly due to the benefit of how cost-effective it is for our family. According to the Council for Community and Economic Research, the cost of living in Norman is estimated to be 86.5% of the national average, making it one of the least expensive cities in the U.S. Housing, utilities, and transportation expenses are generally reasonable, making it pretty feasible to raise a family here. Number 2 on the list are the cultural and sports activities that Norman has to offer. Whether you want to go to the second Friday night art walks in downtown Norman, or catch the latest show at the Sooner Theater, Norman has a vibrant arts and cultural scene with museums, theaters, and festivals that offer enriching experiences for families. There is always something going on to enjoy. If you love sports, then this city is for you. With the University of Oklahoma in the heart of the city, there are so many opportunities for the family to catch all sorts of events that don't cost a ton of money. Sports in this city are a huge deal, and the university makes it so easy to watch your favorite sports. Whether it's basketball, baseball, softball, gymnastics, golf, soccer, tennis, just to name a few. The biggest sport of all, though, is football, and on game days, the whole town comes alive with tailgating and people walking to the games. It's really fun. Number 3 on the list is community. There's a strong sense of community that fosters belonging here. This city is known for its diverse population and inclusive atmosphere. Overall, while the strength of community can vary depending on the specific neighborhood or area within Norman, the city as a whole does have a strong sense of community, largely due to the influence of the University of Oklahoma and the many community events and organizations that bring residents together. If you are thinking about moving to Norman and would love some insight into how to get involved in the community, I would love to share my knowledge on specific neighborhoods and ways to get your family to really thrive here. I have lived in Norman for almost 20 years and find that community is most definitely accessible to anybody wanting to move here. There are wonderful events and sports activities for your kids to enjoy that help foster community and ways to get to know the families here. Some great ways to get your kids involved would be playing recreational sports, getting involved with Sooner Theater, going to sporting events at OU, taking advantage of the many sport camps in the summer, swimming at our local Westwood Water Park, visiting our local parks, taking an art class at the Firehouse Art Center, or just getting involved with your local church. Now, moving along to number 4, there are several family-oriented amenities in Norman. With the Norman Forward initiative, there are a variety of places to visit, such as a couple of state-of-the-art libraries, new skate parks, dog parks, trails, a world-class natural history museum, and parks to take your kids to play and enjoy family time. This city is also home to Lake Thunderbird, which offers boating, fishing, and camping options for families who like spending time in nature. There is also something for every season. In the winter, there is the Christmas parade, Pancakes with Santa, and their performance of the Nutcracker at the University of Oklahoma. In the spring, there is the Medieval Fair. Some of my favorites are Jazz in June and riding our bikes to the Summer Breeze concerts in the park. Now, last but certainly not least, our number 5 reason to raise your family in Norman are the schools. Norman is home to several public and private schools that serve students from preschool all the way to high school. Norman Public Schools has been recognized for its academic programs and extracurricular activities, and many of its schools have received high ratings from Great Schools, which is a popular school rating website. Norman is also home to the University of Oklahoma, which offers a range of educational opportunities, including early college programs for high school students, continuing education programs, and professional development for educators. I wanted to share the fun fact that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Did you know that Norman is home to the National Weather Center? It serves as a hub for weather research, forecasting, and monitoring for the whole United States. Now that you know the 5 reasons that Norman is a great place to raise a family, you may also be interested in learning about 5 things that are not so great about living in Norman. In every city, there are things that stick out as kind of annoying if you have lived there for any length of time. Feel free to check back because that video will be available next month. And if you have any questions about Norman, feel free to drop me a comment, shoot me an email, or give me a call, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you may have.